Voluntarily he helps the students, voluntarily he evaluates the papers of the students. I know about him a lot. A person who is ethically strong, a person who is very down to earth. That is the only sentence which I can tell about Pulkit Jain. I am very proud, Pulkit Jain. I mean it.
Sir,
And
thank you, sir.
So we congratulate from the academy. Actually, this is very less.
It's okay, sir.
On my request as well as by self, Pulkit Jain told me that, sir, students, if they have any doubts with respect to their preparation, how to prepare, he asked me and I also requested him. On the both the lines, he came here only to address you, to solve your doubts, so that you will also become the achiever. So, Pulkit Jain sir will be explaining about his journey, his preparation, how he prepared, what are all the sources, and how you should prepare. If you have any doubts in your preparation, you can ask Pulkit Jain sir. Compulsory, Pulkit Jain will help you, will solve all your doubts. Next 1 hour is yours and theirs, and they all are beginners, first attempters, they all are. We will start the session.
Okay, so namaskaram everyone. So I'm Pulkit Jain, and as you guys have heard, sir, that I have secured All India rank 242 this year, and I'm a student of Anthropology only. It was my optional. This has been my 4th attempt, and I have given 3 mains and 2 interview also. Like this was my 2nd interview, and I missed by 3 marks in my last attempt only. So it was near success last year also, but this time it's a full success. And I'm from Bhopal, and I guess this was my journey, and we can start a question answer session so I can address your doubts. So please begin. Like you can ask anything about preparation, about the journey, and about any stage of the examination. Little bit of personal doubts can be addressed, but not apart from preparation. Like as soon as you can start it. Like just cover the syllabus or
covering all the content or alternatively with the
like I would suggest if you study one topic, after that you should write some PYQs of that topic. Initially you will not write good answers, but they will get better by time and by revision. Like if you are writing an answer on President of India today, it may not be a very good answer. It may take you 30 minutes. But if you write another answer on President of India after 3 months, after the 2nd revision, it will take you 15 minutes. It will be a better answer than the last one. Then you'll write a final answer in your mains exam. The answer will be in 7 minutes. It will be a good answer. So like that. So after you have read a topic, I would suggest you should write some PYQs.
So sitting 4 years consistently is not a simple thing. How did there are many ups and downs. How did you overcome all those, sir?
It is not as difficult also because I was clearing successive stages like prelims and mains and then interview also. But I used to learn from the failures. Like last year's mark sheet, I knew that I had to score only a little bit of marks, not 3 because I want a good rank also. So I worked upon the mistakes. Like last year, I scored less in ethics. It was 102 last year. This year it is 114. So it's a significant jump of 12 numbers. So learn where we have to work. I did not study GS 2 or 1 because it was already fine. Like I studied it, but did not focus much on it. So that's how you can be consistent. Learn from your mistakes and don't repeat them.
Sir, in the first attempt, like you are focused like GS and Anthropology in the same year, or we should focus 1 year for Anthropology, like 1 year for GS?
When are you giving the attempt?
It's 27.
27. I would suggest that study both of them together because the difference between optional and GS is now minimized. You can use the same content there also. You can use the examples of anthropology in polity and society also, and use GS current affairs in anthropology also, especially in paper 2. It's Indian society only, so mix up, match up.
Less than 60 days has have been left for upcoming prelim. So what should be our to-do list?
You should revise all the topics thoroughly once at least, and in 60 days, 2 months, you can have 3 revisions at least. But with that, you have to give tests also. Minimum 50 tests you have to give, है ना? 50 of GS and at least 20 of CSET, because it is also a game changer now. In the 23 attempt, my CSET, it was the obstacle for me. Like, I couldn't clear the CSET by just one question. I scored 95 in GS also that year, but by one question I scored 65 in GS, and I was repeating the exam again. So you have to study CSET also. So you have to do at least 3 revisions and at least 70 tests, GS plus CSET. And then you have to read the current affairs also, but just once, that you have the knowledge. This is all going on. You don't have to read it thoroughly. You don't have to mug up every data, but multiple number of revisions. And you should divide the time. Like, certain subjects will be stronger for you. Like, you must be interested in polity, so give it some less time. If your economy is weaker, give it more time. So just make a plan and go according to it, but practice more.
Sir, it is about current affairs, sir. Sir, even though we study,
Same doubt, na? Current affairs, please.
so we study, we refer to magazines, sir. So some or the other, question misses out of the magazines and all. What is that extra effort we need to do to manage that questions?
Yeah, only 15 to 20 questions of current affairs are being asked in the UPSC. So you should not focus too much on it, because you have to study the static also, and static is always the king. Around 80 questions will be asked from static. You have to do correct only 60 questions if you want to clear the prelims with a good margin. So focus on current affairs, only watch what is required. Like, do the magazine thoroughly, nothing else is required. Or I would suggest read the newspaper daily, and then just give one read to magazine at the end of the just 1 month before prelims. Don't overdo current affairs. It is not helping in the exam. Just have the idea what is going on in the nation, in the world, because questions will be asked, but you can eliminate the wrong options now if you have the idea. If, like, there is a question, Israel is supporting Hezbollah. If you have an idea of Iran-Israel war, definitely Hezbollah and Israel are enemies. So you can do such questions without having a depth knowledge. Just have the idea what is going on. And if any such topic is very important, then prepare it thoroughly. But do not focus on every topic.
So regarding newspaper, the Hindu is sufficient for prelims, sir?
Definitely, yeah. You don't have too much time. Like, you cannot read 2 newspapers. I used to read 2 newspapers in my interview stage only. Before that, Hindu is sufficient. At the time of interview, I switched to Indian Express. So you can follow the same. Hindu is enough. It's good. And it's a short paper also. Like, it is only of 14 pages, I guess. Indian Express consists of 18 pages. It's a bigger paper.
Sir, what is the biggest challenge you have faced in UPS journey?
I don't know, yeah. Like, every challenge is bigger if you make it bigger.
What do you think more than difficult?
I think consistency, maintaining the consistency is a challenge.
How to maintain it, sir?
You have to make achievable targets. Like, don't make a utopian timetable. Divide your preparation in months, in years, in weeks also, and achieve it. Then that's how to be consistent. And take breaks also, but productive breaks. Like, don't doom scroll Instagram or other things, but pursue your hobbies, so that it will give you motivation to continue the next day. Like, I used to study till Monday to Saturday, and on Sunday I used to watch a movie because it's my hobby. Then on Monday again I'll study for the 6 days. So make achievable targets, follow a reward strategy. Like, I'll finish this topic, then I'll go for a walk for 2 hours. Like, that's why that's how consistency comes, because it's a very monotonous preparation. एक बार में पढ़ना तो आसान है, but revision मुश्किल हो जाता है, because repetition is difficult. Like, you can study one topic at a time, but revising it becomes difficult. That's why take breaks, so the monotony is broken.
On what basis you have choose optional and anthropology?
Somewhere it overlapped with my graduation. I'm a biotechnologist by graduation. So the physical anthro, it is overlapping totally. Apart from it, it's a very interesting subject. If you see the syllabus, it has marriage, family, magic, religion, kinship. So, like, who doesn't have interest in magic? सबको जादूगर बनना है. So I saw the syllabus, then I saw the PYQs, and they are answerable. Like this year, there was a question on significance of kinship. So these questions can be answered by everyone. So I thought that it's a good subject. It is scoring also. It's a short subject. So that's why I chose it. And I was also inspired by IAS Akshat Jain sir. Like he chose anthropology, Akshat Jain, Pulkit Jain. So something like that. So, like, are you planning to choose anthropology?
No, sir, I'm confused. That's why.
In what subject?
Sociology and anthropology.
You read the syllabus of both the subjects and try to write the answers. Because sometimes we understand the subject, but we cannot write the answers. But if you are making a framework which is according to the demand of the question, choose that subject. Because we want a scoring subject, not just interest.
Sir, what is your strategy in essay and ethics answer writing programs? Generally, it plays a vital role in getting a ranks, no sir? Optional and essay ethics.
So answer writing strategy is same in all the like papers. It has to be relevant. That's the strategy. It has to address the demand of the question. But what we have to do different in ethics is bring the emotions in the answer. You cannot write an ethics answer by the facts only. You have to bring the theory, bring the emotions, and bring the administration also. Because it's not just the paper of ethics, it's also the paper of UPSC General Science. So bring the administrative perspective. Write examples in the ethics paper. And you also asked about answer writing. Practice daily answer writing for ethics. Because writing answers of ethics is difficult for a beginner. Like if you write right now, you will not write a good answer, though you know the subject. So you have to practice it a lot, more than GS. So keep it simple, bring ethics, bring emotions, same for the essay. And you have to address the demand of the question always. So, and you can also bring current affairs. Like this year I wrote current affairs in ethics in all the questions. 13 plus 6, 19 questions, case study and GS section A. In every question, I wrote the current affairs. And in ethics, what you can do, you can just make a list of keywords and make a list of officers, which are in news, good officers, and use them in answers. Repeat those keywords only. Don't go for new content. Just focus on your notes, your content, and repeat it. Essay ka I'll tell later, क्योंकि कोई और पूछ ही लेगा.
So my question is, among the 3 stages like prelims, mains, personality test, which was the toughest for you and why so?
It depends on aspirant to aspirant. जिसका जो stage नहीं होता है, उसको वो tough लगता है. For me, prelims was not very tricky. Like I was good at prelims. Touch wood, maybe अब फिर से ना हो. But for me, mains was difficult in earlier stages. And last year I couldn't qualify the interview. So I had the phobia of interview. So it depends कि आपका क्या रुक रहा है या किस में आप स्कोर अच्छा नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो उसका एक फोबिया हो जाता है. But all the 3 stages are doable. They are easy. Don't make them very big milestone. Make this an exam only. Like prepare it just like an exam. Don't make it your life. Your life starts after the exam, after you are in the service.
So how did you organize the PYQs?
That's a good question. Like PYQs have a trend. Generally, they are repeated after 2 or 3 years. And then there are certain special PYQs which are being repeated every year. Like a question on federalism in GS2 या MSME or manufacturing in GS3. So we have to identify these topics which have higher chances of repetition. And they are linked towards static, or we have to identify the current affairs topics which will be asked, which are the PYQs of some other years, but they are in news. And we also have to see the demand, what the PYQs are asking. Like now there is a trend, they give a quotation in GS2, a very big line. Have you seen the paper of GS2 this year? Like they are giving very big quotation and then asking a question. So sometimes people answer that quotation which is not asked. It was a bait statement. So we have to analyze these types of questions, that this is being asked, but this is not the actual question, or this was the demand. I thought this was the demand. So this is how to analyze PYQs.
एनसीईआरटी पढ़ना है क्या? नहीं पढ़े तो भी 4-5 घंटा लग रहा है ये लेसन को.
लाइक आप एक साल में 4-5 घंटा लगा रहे हो तो वो तो वर्थ इट है.
नहीं सर, एक लेसन को 4-5 घंटा लग रहे हैं. अभी हम एनसीईआरटी बैच है और एनसीईआरटी सब पढ़ना है क्या नहीं करके.
देखो मैंने नहीं पढ़ी थी, बट 957 अदर सिलेक्टेड कैंडिडेट्स हैं, उन्होंने पढ़ी थी. तो आई थिंक पढ़ना चाहिए, बिकॉज आई मे बी एन एक्सेप्शन बट दे आर द जनरल नॉर्म. सो पढ़ना चाहिए, but selectively. You should read it selectively. You should read it topic wise. And if you are not a beginner, start from 12th NCERT, 11th, 12th, then the smaller NCERT, because certain topics will already be covered. But if you are a beginner, start from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. And certain NCERTs are more important than the others, like Geography NCERT. It's a very good NCERT. History, old NCERTs are better than new NCERTs. But for economy or for polity, these are not very good books. But Constitution at Work is a good book. So be selective in that. But you should read NCERT if you have time. When are you appearing in the exam?
Next year, sir, 27.
You have enough time. You read NCERT.
How to maintain consistency? Consistent.
Sir, someone asked, and it's like make achievable targets and take breaks. So when you achieve your target, you have that motivation. Okay, now I'll make a bigger target. And if you have a plan, then you have a way forward. So planning, achieving, and breaks. This is simple. Like, don't complicate it. Consistency is very simple, and just be better than yesterday. So don't make utopian plans ki I'll study for 18 hours. You will study for 18 hours for just 2 days and take a break of 18 days. So it's better study for 10 hours for 18 days. Cumulatively, it will have a better effect. Target should be achievable कि आज एक chapter पढ़ूंगा पॉलिटी का और उसके 5 question लिख लूंगा. So make plans.
Sir, what smart work did you implemented in the process? Preparation part.
Smart work.
Like analyzing or PYQs syllabus.
For prelims, I gave a number of tests, at least 100 tests each attempt. So I used to give the test in 1 hour only, because after so much test, your aptitude is developed and you can give the test in much less time. But I did the analysis of a test for 3 to 4 hours, like every 100 question, even if it is a correct question, because the other options, I may not have the knowledge of other options. And in the solution of a test, everything is given. Why the wrong option is a wrong option, or why the right option is a right option. So analysis of the test is the smart work. Because if there is a question on, let's say, Himalayas, and I'm analyzing it thoroughly, then I'm studying the whole topic of Himalaya, not just that test. Another smart work is I used to study for the mains within the prelims itself. If there is any current affairs in the prelims, which I may not be knowing, I used to write it down in my mains notes, and I used to make the example out of it, because examples from current affairs are appreciated more. If you have to write an answer on anti-defection law, तो वो आया राम गया राम 50 साल पुराना, it's not interesting. But if you are writing the Maharashtra political case last year or Madhya Pradesh case, so without naming any politician, it will be a better example. It's a current affairs. It shows that you are reading the newspaper, you are aware about the happenings of our country. So this is some smart works, and there are no shortcuts to success. No smart work will take you anywhere. It just eases the process. It makes it easy. So,
Sir, as you said, revision is difficult.
It's not difficult, it's boring. Because अभी मैं एक ही चीज आपसे भी बार बार पूछूंगा तो लगेगा क्यों पूछ रहे हो.
After a failure, how did you change your strategy, sir? Like reading the entire syllabus again and again is difficult, right? Like somewhere we get confused, like where to start again. Like how did you change your strategy, sir, after a failure?
Who said I changed my strategy?
You followed the same strategy, like revising the notes.
Revising the notes is important, but you can omit certain topics. Like let's take the example of polity. If Niti Ayog is not in news, I'll read it just once so that I have the basic idea of it. But if some other constitutional body or non-constitutional body, it is in news, I'll give more focus towards it. And even if a question on Niti Ayog is asked, then I don't have to attempt all the 100 questions. That's the smart work. Like, choose the topics wisely. That's how the syllabus is reduced. Because in the first revision, you can read everything. But with successive revisions, you have to omit the unimportant topics also. You cannot read every topic every time. Be smart in that.
Good afternoon, sir. So, how we should manage the time in the mains examination, and also there may be some kind of bouncer questions. So, do toppers usually attend those kind of questions, or do they leave?
No, in mains you cannot leave anything. All the 20 questions are compulsory and they have to be like answered, because I have 979 marks in total and 12 candidates have 979 marks. So if I have 1 marks more, my rank will jump by 12 marks. So you cannot leave any question. Baki, how to manage these bouncers are like, you just address the demand by whatever you know and answer it properly. Don't write anything which is not correct. Don't bluff in the answers. It's a bouncer. It will be appreciated as a bouncer. You will have to duck, but don't leave it. Like, write whatever you know and make it relevant. You will get marks and it will be enough. Like, even if in a 15 marks question you are getting 4 marks, you are jumping by, I think, 40 ranks. Because it's a bouncer for everyone. Na? If you don't know it, he doesn't know it. Just write something.
And also, sir, what we should not do in the prelims examination?
Don't over attempt. Don't make it an ego issue that I'll answer 99 questions. Just answer it correctly. Manage time. What I used to do in prelims, that I attempted the question in 3 phases. In the first phase, I'll attempt only the questions which I know. And it makes around only 35 questions. Even at my fourth attempt, I could answer only 40 questions by knowledge. तो आपसे तो 30 ही होंगे. But in the second iteration, answer those questions which you know 50-50. And here comes the role of aptitude. You should learn how to eliminate the wrong options. And it comes from practice and right knowledge. Because certain statements, they are, after seeing them, we understand, we can see that it's a wrong option. We need that confidence to mark that wrong. So it comes with practice. So in the second iteration, the 50-50 questions. And in the third iteration, if by any chance I'm not reaching the 60 questions, then I'll just attempt 4 or 5 with proper accuracy, with all my सारी तिगड़म लगा के कि ये तो गलती है या सही है. Just 5 questions. So multiple iteration of the prelims. It is like, it sounds difficult, इतना time नहीं है, but हो जाएगा, practice से हो जाएगा. Like, आप जो भी इस साल दे रहा है, 50 टेस्ट लगाइए, हो जाएगा. और हर सब्जेक्ट के, not like I like polity, तो 50 टेस्ट of polity of every coaching, then I'm attempting 50 questions of polity next year, then next year. No. Attempt every question and there will be no next year. You will be in the list.
Sir, I have seen one of the interview of Anudeep Turishetty, sir. So in that interview, that sir has said that you should attend all the questions irrespective of you attend it as an average also, but make sure that you not leave any of the question. So does all the toppers do the same, sir?
Was he talking about mains?
Yes, sir. Mains examination.
Mains, you have to attempt every question. Every.
Like sir told that it may be not too good or too excellent answer, but you should make sure that it should be an average answer, but you should attend all the questions. So
am I saying something different?
No, sir.
Yes, you have to attempt all the questions. Even if you don't know the answer, attempt it right. That is an average answer only, if you are attempting it right. Everyone is getting 50% of the marks. So no one is writing very good answers. Na? Toppers marks are also 1067, I guess. So everyone is scoring less than 50%. So these are average answers only.
So while the attempts are increasing, our stress and pressure will be increased, and there will be a form of self-doubt after 2 to 3 attempts that whether we can clear it or not. How did you overcome it, sir?
Yeah, you have to learn from your mistakes. like इस साइड आता हूँ. जैसे identify where you are lacking. If you are failing, UPSC will provide you a mark sheet, your answer sheet, your mark sheet. So if you are failing in mains, you can see that I scored less in this paper or that paper and work more on it. Like failure is the best teacher for success. So identify your mistakes and work towards it, and you will be successful. I have been successful by that because I have failed all the 3 stages in my previous 3 attempts. I cleared the prelims in first stage, failed the mains, then failed the CSET, the prelims, and then failed the interview. So I focused on my my mistakes, where I was incorrect or where I was wrong in the answers. I focused on that only. Like my GS 1 and 2 were strong, so I did not give more focus on GS 1 or 2. Rather, I focused on GS 3 and 4 in this attempt. That's why I scored 102 to 114. Be smart, like put your efforts in the right direction. One of the mistakes was not writing answers. Okay? Another mistake was not reading newspaper. Just give 1 hour to the newspaper if you don't have the time. You should be aware about the surroundings. And then I don't make too many mistakes. I was away from social media, which was one of the greatest thing. My circle was very good. Somewhere we do procrastination also. Like last year after the prelims, I went for a holiday of 10 days. But this year after the prelims, after 2 days, I was back in the preparation. I was in Delhi, but I did not come home for Diwali this year. I was giving the forest mains also. I cleared that also. So you have to make sacrifices and do not shy away from failure. In my earlier attempts, I saw failure as an embarrassment. But from my 3rd attempt, I was very proud in making mistakes in academics. Don't jump out of the window like, let's commit some mistakes. So write bad answers, correct them, write good answers, enjoy them. So these are simple mistakes. Don't avoid them. Read newspaper, practice answer writing, focus on your mistakes, commit mistakes also. Just break that ice.
Sir, how did you use standard books and toppers copies, and how did you use them in notes taking?
Toppers copy are used as an icebreaker. If I don't know how to write an answer, I'll write an answer and compare it with the topper. Okay? I'll take out examples which the toppers are using. I'll follow their structure. That's how you can use toppers copy. And standard book, we have to minimize it. We have to compress it, and we have to extract the best content out of it. Because you have to make your own notes, and you can include toppers notes, toppers copy, standard books into your own notes. You all have to make your own notes. I know some toppers are there who would have not made their own notes, but like I said, like follow the trend rather than the exceptions, because trend works more than exceptions. I'm also saying that read NCERTs. I have not read it. You should read it. I have not read Lakshmikant also, but you should definitely read Lakshmikant. Other 957 candidates have read it. You should also read it.
सर आपने मतलब कोचिंग लिया है, नहीं तो आप सेल्फ स्टडी किया है अपने प्रिपरेशन?
यार मैंने कोचिंग लिया था. मैंने अपने होम टाउन पे ही लिया था. मैं दिल्ली नहीं गया था. और हमें दिल्ली जाने की नेसेसिटी नहीं है कोचिंग की. बट अगर किसी का ग्रेजुएशन साइंस में है या फिर इंटरेस्ट उतना नहीं है तो कोचिंग हेल्प्स, बट इट इज़ नॉट मैंडेटरी. और आजकल ऑनलाइन कोचिंग्स भी हैं, टेलीग्राम पे भी फ्री मटेरियल है. सो एनीथिंग कैन बी अचीव्ड फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. ट्रेंड्स हैव बीन चेंज्ड. सिर्फ दिल्ली या इलाहाबाद जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप यहाँ से भी कर सकते हैं. ये तो आई गेस अच्छी कोचिंग भी है यहाँ की. आपको जो मटेरियल मिल रहा है उस पर ट्रस्ट करिए. सो कोचिंग प्लेज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल, बट इट इज़ नॉट मैंडेटरी. और किसी का बेस क्लियर नहीं है तो कोचिंग हेल्प्स.
And the thing is, I just want to crack it in my first attempt, sir. With your experience of four attempts, could you please suggest me how to clear it in 1 year? I think I had almost 1 year, more than 1 year. So how to use the 1 year?
If you want to clear it in 1 year, write many questions. Like every topic, you should have written 10 to 12 questions of every topic I'm saying. Okay? If there is a question on federalism and center-state relations, you should have written 20 questions on that. So be thorough with your syllabus, practice answer writing, and get mentorship also, because these are the some mistakes which prevent us from clearing the exam in first attempt. Like in my first attempt, I focused on prelims only. I cleared the prelims, but I failed the mains. So focus on mains as well as prelims, and after mains, the interview. So be thorough with the syllabus, write answers, and write good answers. You will clear it in the first attempt. But you have to do hard work. At least 14 hours a day for 1 year, and you'll enjoy rest of your life.
Thank you, sir. And sir, could you please share your interview questions? Like I just want to develop a personality, so that's why I'm asking this question.
We'll discuss this later if there are no other questions.
Okay, sir. And also share your strategy and sources. So we are always confusing about the sources now, so that's why I'm asking that.
So sources here are very simple. Like I used to follow simpler books. For prelims, I used to study, there is a Udan book of PW IAS. I used to follow it, but standard books are very good also. Like for polity, study Lakshmikant. For modern history, read Spectrum. So just focus on your sources. If you are doing any coaching, trust their sources also, but make short notes. For mains, I think newspaper becomes a very important resource, because every important article every important topic will be covered in a newspaper article. You can read it, and you will always have these monthly magazines also. There are annual magazines also. You just have to write the answers. Knowledge is not the limiting factor here. Everyone has that basic knowledge. I have scored more than 100 marks in the mains test without even reading, because it's a answer writing game. You can use your knowledge, like your knowledge which you have right now. You just have to write good answers.
Sir, in the beginning of your preparation, you are not aware of anything. After some time, you are aware of something, like you are feeling, I was confident in, I am going to get this. Like, what is the thing that you that makes you feel like that?
Like writing tests and getting marks, then you will see that it is possible. If you are not writing test and only reading, then you are preparing to fail, because you will think that I know the answer, but you have to write the answer. You don't have to know the answer. So if you write answers, you score good in test. Even if you score bad in test, but do a good analysis, then you will be confident you can do it, and you will do it.
Sir, is it good to have a plan B, or do you have plan B? Could you please share your experience?
Personally, I did not have a plan B till my 3 attempts. After the 3rd attempt, I thought of plan B, but still I took another chance. I did not give any other examination. I gave the examinations of UPSC, CDS and CAPF. I cleared them in the very first attempt, but did not appear in further stages. Like I did not give the physical of CAPF because it was during the mains time only. So I think for the few first, second or third attempt, your sole focus should be on UPSC if you are a serious aspirant. But after some time, you can look for plan B according to your understanding. Like I cannot suggest do APPSC if you are from Madhya Pradesh. So whatever suits you. You can do MBA also, but don't focus on plan B. There is a quote in Mahabharata कि हमारे लक्ष्य के बीच में सबसे बड़ी बाधा होता है किसी और चीज का आसान लक्ष्य. तो पहले यूपीएससी में 100% दे दो, and if it is meant to be, it will meant to be, and if it is not, then it's not.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. There will be many materials these days, and many institutes covering many things. So
you are seeing of material. I thought in life. नहीं, क्योंकि होता है ना FOMO. Our friends will be earning, we are not. है ना? They will be traveling, but we are not. सर मतलब उनके अफेयर्स होंगे, तुम्हारे करंट अफेयर्स होंगे. So उनकी वैलेंटाइन डेट आएगी, तुम्हारी एग्जाम डेट आएगी. FOMO होगा. But you will have to isolate yourself from the FOMO. But you are talking about the material FOMO. In that also, you will have to trust your sources and stick to your sources. But you have to check your sources by test. If your sources are true, then you will score better in tests, or you will have that understanding. So don't run after the material. Rather than reading 10 books, it's better to read one book 10 times. A good book, a book like Spectrum, not a novel of Chetan Bhagat. Like, trust your material, pick right material and give test. It will show the result. And FOMO is real, but the resources are endless. बाजू वाला ही कुछ और पढ़ रहा होगा, उसके बाजू वाला कुछ और पढ़ रहा होगा, तो कितना पढ़ोगे? Like, limit your resources. Just have some good resources and revise them thoroughly.
I have two questions.
Yes, sir.
First one, I believe that with my experience, UPSC preparation is about 50% is preparation, 50% is mindset. So a beginner, when he is starting his preparation, what should be the mindset? So that it matches with other competition. Why? Because finally it's a competition examination, number one. Number two, how to crack this examination in the very first attempt?
It's not just 50%, sir. I think it is 100% a game of mindset and 100% a game of hard work. Your mindset should be clear, and you should not be like terrorized by failure or hurdles or obstacles. Even if you are not successing in the exam or in any test, your mindset should be clear that I'll learn from my mistakes and I'll move past them. Your mindset should be very clear that I will not quit till I give my 100%, even 200%. And you will be ready. You should be ready for everything, because anything could be asked, any bouncer could come, which we don't know the answer. But you should be very clear that I'll attempt it, I'll study well, I'll do hard work, I'll write all the tests, I'll be disciplined also, I'll take breaks also. It is also a mindset, because without breaks, you will not last in the preparation. So your mindset should be like clearing the exam. कि अर्जुन कहता था ना कि मछली नहीं, बस उसकी आंख दिख रही है. That should be your mindset. UPSC nothing else. So it's a simple mindset. और फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट के लिए वही है कि लाइक रिसोर्सेज आइडेंटिफाई कर लीजिए. बहुत सारे टॉपर्स के वीडियोस हैं यूट्यूब पे, देख लीजिए. उस हिसाब से किसी भी रिसोर्स का आप प्रीफेस पढ़ के देख लीजिए इफ इट इज़ फॉर यू और नॉट. बट ये सब बहुत जल्दी कर लीजिए, क्योंकि फिर रिसोर्सेज का रिवीजन ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. टेस्ट दीजिए, बहुत सारे प्रीलिम्स के दीजिए, मेंस के दीजिए, और सिलेबस का कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कवरेज कर लीजिए. बहुत इजीली आप फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर कर जाएंगे. मेरे बहुत सारे दोस्तों ने इस साल किया है. नाम किसी का नहीं ले सकता मैं, बट हो जाएगा.
Doubt regarding answer writing, sir. Sorry? I have doubt regarding answer writing. Sir, suppose we may find a situation where we could not find time for last answer, like 3 or 4 minutes are remaining. So, did such a situation arise to you, or how do we manage?
It will always arise. Like in ethics paper, there are 3 codes asked, and we have to answer them in the 10 minutes time only, because none of the time is left for it. So each question gets 3 marks. But if you have practiced them enough, the answers will automatically come in your mind, and then it is only a game of writing. And you can always make diagrams, schematics, flowcharts. It will use up the space and save the time. So if less time is remaining, just answer the demand of the question within a schematic diagram. You have to answer the demand of the question. That's the main theme of UPSC.
So for some extent we can write paragraph and the remaining schematic is enough.
Yeah, in GS, you will not complete the paper if you write paragraphs. You can write the paragraphs in optional. In Anthro also, sometimes we write in paragraphs. But in GS, points are more appreciated. But you can write paragraph also if the time permits. Look, there are 958 ways of success. You can make your own way. So nothing is final. Okay?
Just share your family background and economical struggles, what you face through, and
why do you want to raid
like
my house?
Stories.
Like my father is a kirana businessman and my mother is a homemaker, and I am the first government officer of my family. So it is very achievable for everyone. You don't have to be an IITian. You don't have to be a son or daughter of an officer. Like it is open to everyone. That's the beauty of our competition. That's the Article 14. Every office is open to everyone. And like in my background also, like I was not associated with UPSC or UPSC knowledge also. I started preparing for the exam in the final year of my college. One of my professor pushed me towards it. Here is my friend, he also knows it. So you can start late. It doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you are going. So just have a clear mindset. Like all the answers are also connected. If you think about it, they are also repeating themselves like the PYQs. So have a clear mindset, and background doesn't matter. And actually it's a motivation na, that you will change your generation. Like my family was known as Isurwara wala parivar because my father was from Isurwara village. Now they are calling it collector wala parivar. So you can change that trajectory na.
Sir, while reading, how to keep the boundaries? Like if we are reading some topic like Himalayas, this much matter is enough. No need to go beyond this. Like how to know that?
PYQs. If it is not being asked in PYQs and it is not in the current affairs, it is not required. Because you don't have to attempt the 100 questions. Na? There will be bouncers. You have to be selective. And you have to be selected also. So, slip of tongue, but right slip of tongue.
Sir, is it required to actually to cover all the NCERTs from class 6 to 12? It takes around 300 hours. So is it
3.5 hours?
300 hours?
300 hours. Who said?
To cover all the topics in NCERT in all subjects.
Is it fixed? Like the book won't open without those hours?
No, sir.
No, be selective na. That's what I'm saying. If you have an understanding, it will take less time. And if you have 2 years, 300 hours divided by 24, it's around very less days, I don't know. 15 days, I guess, 300 hours. So plan accordingly and finish it in less time. There is nowhere written it will take 300 hours. If you have an understanding of the topic, if you have interest in any topic, it will be finished faster. Don't follow such statements that it takes 300 hours. YouTube पे ये सब दिखाते हैं क्योंकि उनकी दुकानें इस पे चल रही हैं. Make your own strategy. It won't take 300 hours. It never takes 300 hours.
Sir, you were from science background, as you said. So, arts would be difficult, like history. How did you get into that?
Yeah, develop an interest na. It is history of India only. Like there is world history in mains, but it is mainly history of India only. And you will have the interest, है ना. गांधी जी किसको नहीं पसंद? आपको नहीं पसंद? So develop an interest, and it will be very like rewarding for you. If you have interest in any subject, you will not follow any one particular type of answer. Your answers will be multi-perspective. It will have a natural flow. So develop that interest. It will help you cover the syllabus and write answers also. और साइंस वालों को तो आदत ही होती है ना कि लाइक कुछ भी पढ़ने की या कंपटीशन फेस करने की, तो समवेयर इजी ही पड़ता है. लाइक मोर इंजीनियर्स आर गेटिंग सिलेक्टेड क्योंकि कंपटीशन पहले से देख के आते हैं. तो आप अभी से उनको कंपटीशन देने लगो, आपका भी हो जाएगा. लाइक सिंपल रखना है प्रिपरेशन को. मुश्किल मैंने पहले 2 अटेम्प्ट में मुश्किल किया था, शायद इसलिए 4 लग गए. अभी से सिंपल रखो भाई, 2 में तो हो ही जाएगा. और पहले अटेम्प्ट देने वाले भी लाइक बी प्रैक्टिकल इन दिस एग्जाम, है ना. लाइक इफ यू वांट टू क्लियर इट इन द फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, लाइक प्रैक्टिस इट लाइक द फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. यू कैनॉट जस्ट स्टडी फॉर 8 hours एंड थिंक कि यार IAS बनूंगा रैंक 1 के साथ. रैंक 1 तो लॉटरी सिस्टम है भाई. टॉपर को भी नहीं पता होता रैंक 1 आनी है, किसी को भी नहीं पता होता. मेरी आ जाती इंटरव्यू में, मुझे 225 दे देते तो. सो इट्स अ लॉटरी सिस्टम. बट बी रियलिस्टिक कि लाइक जरूरी नहीं है ना IAS बनना भी, IPS भी उतनी अच्छी पोस्ट है. मेरा फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस था. सो बी रियलिस्टिक, चार्ट आउट योर ओन स्ट्रेटेजी. मैन लाइक मिनिमम 2 अटेम्प्ट्स लेके चलो यार, नहीं तो फिर आप एक बार फेलियर हुआ और आप छोड़ के चले जाओगे. लाइक बी रियलिस्टिक इन द एग्जाम.
Sir, how to build good personality?
How to
Build personality.
Yeah, it will be built eventually if you read the exam, read the syllabus thoroughly. You cannot read fundamental rights, है ना. You have to understand it. It will be inculcated in your personality, है ना. If you are reading Article 15 and understanding there is so much discrimination in our country, you will have an urge to end that discrimination. It will build your personality. When you will read ethics, there is emotional intelligence, empathy, utilitarianism. It will like incorporate. It will be incorporated in your personality. you will read newspaper, you will practice for the interview, you will give mocks, with your friends. So your personality will be developed with the exam. You don't have to do anything else. Bus read the syllabus thoroughly, understand it through the heart.
What was the strategy for revision? As you said, it's important. There's a lot of information overload. So how did you manage the information you have read throughout the year to condense it and revise?
Look, I have answered all these questions. You guys listen to others' questions also. You don't have to read every topic every time. And understand the importance of a topic. If it is in the news or it is a very important topic, then only revise it again and again. If it is not in the news, it is not in the PYQ, you can skip it. No? And every revision, the time of revision should be half of the previous revision. If any topic takes 10 days, in the second revision, it should take only 5 days. So be smart in it.
I have final 2 questions.
Yes, sir, please.
Number 1 is, in this classroom, most of the students are writing 2026 prelims. So one strategy last 60 days, 2026 prelims, and most of them are writing first attempt 2027. So what should be their mindset, how they have to prepare in order to clear 2027 attempt?
Follow the PYQs of last 5 years, at least last 5 years. And for history, how far ago you can go. Because PYQs are repeating in history especially. Like the questions which were asked in the last 2-3 years, they were asked in 1990s. So follow the PYQs, analyze them, and write more and more tests. And at least go through the syllabus once. And important topics twice and thrice. You will clear prelims surely. Okay? Make it simple. Don't achieve 100. Don't answer 100 questions. But you should answer at least 80 to 85 questions. Below that, it also not safe. Because 3 questions will be eliminated by UPSC. तो वो tension हो जाएगा है ना. तो एटलीस्ट 85 to 95 क्वेश्चंस. 95 से ज़्यादा फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में कोई नहीं करके आएगा, वो नेगेटिव ही हैं. ठीक है, 100 आ भी रहे हैं तो फिर मुझे आप पेपर ला के देना, मैं चेक करूंगा आपका पेपर. ठीक है. दूसरा, सिलेबस में कुछ भी छोड़ना मत. एक बेसिक आइडिया सबका होना चाहिए, उससे कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. और आप बहुत सारे टेस्ट देंगे, प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, वो एप्टीट्यूड डेवलप कर लो कि कौन सा स्टेटमेंट गलत है. जैसे जनरली देयर इज अ ट्रेंड कि कोई डेटा दिया रहता है प्रीलिम्स में तो गलत रहता है, बट यू शुड बी दैट कॉन्फिडेंट कि मैं वो डेटा को गलत मान पाऊँ. तो यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट इन योर फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट एंड इन योर सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट ऑल्सो. और जिसके पास 27 में देना है, लाइक अभी से मेंस को बेटर कर लो. बिकॉज प्रीलिम्स यू जस्ट हैव टू क्वालिफाई, बट इन मेंस यू हैव टू बीट द रेस्ट आउट ऑफ इट. और तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा होगा तुम्हारा कंपटीशन शायद तुम्हारे बाजू में बैठा है, बट मैं हूँ तुम्हारा कंपटीशन. ठीक है. 27 में मैं फिर से देने का सोच रहा हूँ, और मेरे तो 800 नंबर थे मेंस में, तो 800 से ज्यादा लाना है तुम्हें. ठीक है. इट वॉज अ जोक, है ना, ऐसे डरो मत यार. आधे तो वैसे ही डर गए कि भागो भागो मत भागो. सर सेकंड क्वेश्चन क्या था? हाँ, 27 अटेम्प्ट में वही है, मेंस अभी से बेटर कर लो. ठीक है. जिसके पास 27 का अटेम्प्ट है, मेंस पूरा थॉरो होना चाहिए. हर टॉपिक के 10, 15, 20 PYQs लिखे होने चाहिए. और आप आंसर राइटिंग को स्मार्ट करिए, डायग्राम्स इनकॉर्पोरेट कीजिए, करंट अफेयर्स कीजिए, एग्जाम्पल्स कीजिए. जब मेंस अच्छा होगा तो प्रीलिम्स नेचुरली अच्छा हो जाएगा, बिकॉज उसी का ऑब्जेक्टिव वर्जन है. प्रीलिम्स बहुत अच्छा हो तो गारंटी नहीं है मेंस अच्छा होगा, क्योंकि आंसर लिखना मुश्किल है. बट इट इज़ ट्रू दी अदर वे अराउंड. सो पूरे सिलेबस को डीकंस्ट्रक्ट कर लीजिए. 27 वालों के पास तो खुद के नोट्स होने ही चाहिए, नहीं तो यूपीएससी बाहर से ही भगा देता है इंटरव्यू में. नहीं, सही में भगा देगा, नहीं भगाएगा. तो प्रिपेयर योर ओन नोट्स, टोटल सिलेबस कवरेज, बहुत सारी आंसर राइटिंग, स्मार्ट आंसर राइटिंग, और 27 में भी हो जाएगा. सर लाइक कुछ और आंसर है ही नहीं एक्चुअली, यही आंसर है. तो एनीथिंग एल्स? Going with हाँ, like ignore them.
Financial and coming to family and financial background.
Yeah, ignore all your distractions. And देखो, finances is a very personal problem, but you will always have free resources. All the resources are available on Telegram, and like you can use it freely. है ना? There is a judgment of Delhi High Court also. Like it is, you can read it. Police won't arrest you. दूसरे कोचिंग के वीडियो डाउनलोड मत करना, बट फ्री मटेरियल यू कैन यूज ऑल इन योर कैपेसिटी एंड बी स्मार्ट इन इट. क्या रीड करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. तो दूसरा और क्या बोला था, like there are free resources, and once you qualify for the prelims you will get more free resources. There are coachings which are providing free mains course also, and in Delhi also there are institutions which are providing.
Those who are clearing prelims from 2026, we are giving 3 months of hostel free and classes, test series, everything free.
हाँ देखो यार,
our students.
एक हिंदी में कहावत है, बगल में छोरा और शहर में ढिंडोरा. तो बगल में विष्णु सर एंड आस्किंग विष्णु भगवान. Sorry sir. So like there will be opportunities, you just work on your end. If you work hard, mountains will be moved, है ना? But you have to work hard. You cannot blame your situations or other things because 10 lakh students are giving the exam and it is the condition of at least 5 lakh students. But you have to better than them.
Sir, why did you choose IPS as a first preference?
Yeah, like I like a uniform service. I was in NCC and there are some internal motivations. Na? I want to solve the crimes and I want that people can be themselves freely and they are not afraid of anyone. And if someone wants to do something wrong, they should be afraid that someone will catch them and I want to be that someone.
Sir, as you said, in prelims exam, you divide it in 3 phases, right? First phase, you know. Second phase,
50-50, which
chances.
we don't know exactly.
Yeah. What do you do in that situation?
So what is the question?
50-50 chances, what do you do in that situation?
We have to eliminate the wrong option. We'll have to use our brain. है ना? Like we have to choose one of the answer and we have to do smart work. It is already a gone answer if you don't know the answer, but you have to take the risk and it comes with the aptitude. If you solve 100 tests, it involves 10,000 questions. है ना? 100 into 100, 10,000. So after that, you will have that aptitude that if there are 2 statements, one of them is logical, one of them is not. With practice, it comes.
Okay, thank you.
है ना, उसमें कुछ नहीं है कि सारे B मारा हूँगा या सारे A मारा हूँगा. Like you have to practice and develop that.
Sir, you said that I will answer strategy for essay writing later.
देखो ऐसे में आप नेचुरल फ्लोइंग रखें ऐसे को तो वो बेटर है. पहले ऐसा होता था कि ऐसे का एक स्ट्रक्चर बना दिया था कि एक एनेक्डोट देंगे, फिर एक थीसिस स्टेटमेंट में सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछ लेंगे, व्हाई दिस हैपेंस, व्हाई दिस नॉट हैपेंस, व्हाई इट नॉट हैपेंस, और फिर उसको आंसर देंगे. बट वो मैकेनिकल हो जाता है. तो आप ऐसे को फ्री फ्लो रखिए, बट किसी टॉपिक को डिसाइफर कैसे करेंगे. जैसे अगर टॉपिक एक बड़ा सा कोट है मिनिमम 2 लाइन का, तो उसके सारे कीवर्ड्स को आइडेंटिफाई कर लीजिए और उसकी डिमांड्स को एड्रेस कीजिए विद रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स. बट एक छोटा सा टॉपिक है, मान लो ट्रूथ हैज नो कलर्स या ट्रूथ नोज नो कलर, इस बार का था कुछ, तो उसमें आप 5W और 1H अप्रोच होती है. 5W वाई, व्हाट, वेयर, हाउ. ठीक है. तो लाइक व्हाट इज ट्रूथ, एक तो यही हो गया. वाई ट्रूथ हैज नो कलर, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस. इट मीन्स दैट ट्रूथ इज वाइट, ट्रूथ इज इक्वल फॉर एवरीवन. इसमें आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एग्जाम्पल लिखिए. हाउ ट्रूथ हैज नो कलर, बिकॉज इट इज द ट्रूथ, इट इज सपोज टू बी इक्वल फॉर एवरीवन. है ना. फिलोसफी डालिए ऐसे में, ऐसे इज को रिलेटेड विद फिलोसफी एंड योर इंटरव्यू. अपनी पर्सनैलिटी दिखाइए कि मैं कितना पॉजिटिव सोच सकता हूँ. है ना. वेयर ट्रूथ हैज नो कलर, देयर आर सर्टेन सोसाइटीज विच आर बायस्ड टूवर्ड्स समथिंग और एल्स, देयर ट्रूथ हैज सम कलर्स. है ना. ट्रूथ हैज अ कलरफुल लेंस. लाइक इन USA there is a racial bias, so their truth is white colored rather than black colored. So ये lines लिखिए, like उसका expression लिखिए. And in essay there is no one correct essay, every essay is equally valid. अनेकांतवाद जैनिज्म की एक philosophy है that there is no one ultimate truth. तो ऐसे को break करिए, उसमें philosophy लाइए. अब अभी तो इतना ही बता सकता हूँ, like I also have time constraints.
So in front of Pulkit Jain, again I want to iterate that we have three things we have. Number one, our students from any of the batch, if they clear in the very first attempt, if they get the rank, we will be giving them 1 lakh rupees cash prize. And in the very first attempt, if they reach interview stage, if they don't get rank also, the very first attempt, if they go to UPSC interview, they will be paid with 50,000 cash prize. For that, what we are doing? Our students in the any attempt, if they clear prelims, we had one hostel here we created. There, the mentors will be there, I will be available, and 3 months till the mains examination, we are providing them from 2026 hostel facility free, and with mains test series and mentorship, everything under me and the faculties. These are the 3 things which we are inaugurating with you. Multiple times I asked the question 2026, 2027. Why? Because most of the core students are there here. Those who are writing prelims 2026, those who are planning for 2027. So they need to clear this examination. I'm taking it very personally.
Yes, sir.
So Pulkit is your role model, and I will also arrange a few mentorship sessions with Pulkit Jain.
So thank you very much, guys. It was a good session and interactive also. और डाउट्स आपके अच्छे थे, थोड़े रिपीटेटिव भी थे, बट आई एंजॉयड इट. थैंक यू वेरी मच.